Okay, testing. Oh, okay, it's falling. Okay.
Okay, so before I jump into everything, I do realize my room is a mess. I have pointed it out, so you guys don't have to point it out.
Hi, everybody.
Bruh, who is everybody? You have more RJs in your room than people in your audience watching your YouTube video.
So I wasn't going to film introduction just because like introductions needs me to like first of all turn on a camera, which is too much work. Turning on a camera is just where I draw the line. Like that's the record button, Jesus Christ. So I originally was not going to film an introduction video, but then I had one friend who was just like, why don't you film your face when you're like doing vlogs? Why is there always just like a screenshot and then you voicing over it? And I had another friend who watched my vlogs and she was just like, oh, your face is in it. And maybe there's like a positive correlation between how much my friends want to watch my vlogs and how much of my face is actually in the vlog. So I was just like, okay, here's the introduction. But the thing is about me is the moment the camera turns on, it's as if my humor just turns off. My humor just like, it's gone. It's like, I don't know how to speak anymore. I don't know how to crack jokes anymore. I'm not funny anymore. I'm not even funny on like a good day. But when you turn a camera on, I become blander than flour. Like usually if I was a baking ingredient, I'll probably be like something cool like baking soda. How is baking soda cool? People get them mixed up with baking powder all the time. Anyways, I'll probably be something cool, like not flour, baking powder, or baking soda. But as soon as I turn the camera on, I'm like as bland as flour. Here's my introduction. So what is this? So I believe this is my second week in second semester of fourth year. On the menu for my vlog, because my vlog is clearly a 5-star restaurant. Not even 5-star, it's like 0.3 stars at best.
I disagree. I believe it is run out of business at best. Also, why is that RJ suffocating that other RJ in the background?
This is a week of my life. It is from Monday to Thursday. I had to axe out Friday's clips because Fridays was just so boring. I should probably mention that like what happens on the first few weeks of school is that this is like your shopping week. Like you're filling up your shopping cart and you're like going into the changing rooms to try on your course. The week where all students kind of try out their courses and then they start dropping and enrolling in the courses they want to take. So essentially I was taking 6 courses, which is 2 over the amount that I actually need to graduate on time and 8 over the amount that I'm actually willing to take. Blah, 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 blah. I think we are good to go. So we're gonna switch to voiceover Jade for the rest of this vlog.
Hello, mothers and f***ers. Tis I, your friendly neighborhood voiceover Jade. Here's some background information about me. I do not like slow walks by the beach. I don't like the beach. I don't like walking. I am quite slow, but I do enjoy roasting non-voiceover Jade. So let's get started with my lovely, nothing about university is lovely at all. Let's enjoy this less than lovely week of a week in a life at university. So Monday morning, I get up bright and early at 6 in the morning. It says 6:50 there, but that's when I actually like, woke up. Sometimes you wake up, but you don't wake up. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, why was I awake? Obviously to stream Shadow. No, I'm just kidding. In the series of unfortunate events that is my life, it just so happens that my schedule for this semester starts off every Monday morning with a 4.5-hour chemistry lab. Now, what was I doing in this lab? I have no idea. Actually, I do have an idea because I had to do a lab, which means I have to have sufficient preparation for the lab or else I'll be kicked out of this lab. Basically, I was synthesizing an antidepressant. How this synthesis works is that you get this boy, and then you throw into your witch cauldron, and then it goes double, troil and trouble all up in there. And while it's in your witch cauldron, it's going to undergo a reaction that sounds like a Harry Potter spell, and after a while, you come out with this thick boy. I should always teach chemistry. Also, I was up and waiting for the bus so early that the sun didn't even come up. This is just another reason why chemistry should be illegal. So after my chemistry lab, I took the 1-hour break I had to scarf down my lunch and cover from the mental damage I had to endure from what is known as an organic chemistry lab. And then I went to my forestry, organic chemistry, and quantum chemistry class. Like I said, this is the shopping week. I'm not supposed to have this many courses. Fortunately, I did not get any spectacular clips from this class, but I did get this one clip of Lois's insightful notes. And then after all my classes, me and my friends stayed behind on campus to study, and I made it my personal job to make sure Lois got no work done.
So Lois showed me her readings, and like, I stopped after a while. Man, what the hell were they doing in 1827? I think they're saying words and phrases and maybe you should go into English.
Now on to Tuesday. Today I was greeted with a earth science lab, and unlike chemistry, earth science actually cares about human rights because they put their lab at 10 a.m. instead of 8:30 a.m. in the morning. Like, what is wrong with you, chemistry? I have captured some interesting moments from this lab, which includes a portion where we had to skin a duck wing in order to analyze the bone structure. There was also one portion of the lab called the dinosaur trackway section, which much to my disappointment was not someone dressed up in a dinosaur inflatable suit and chasing us down the hallway, but instead of measuring the distance between these paper dinosaur tracks taped on in the hallway and then calculate the velocity that the dinosaur was running at. This was just as interesting as someone chasing me down the hallway with an inflatable dinosaur suit. And here's a clip of what the heck was me, Lois, and Ray up to during our study break.
Anything about maths, I don't want to hear
It's
about
just circles.
And what was a circle?
It's the orbiting electron.
Alright, Lois, are you keeping up?
No.
Lois, there's nothing here.
Everyone should know I am an English major. This does not process through my head at all.
It's in the
You
fridge.
should use a different marker.
Yeah,
that's
you're
just-
right. This one's garbage. This is still garbage. Like,
It's because they don't want to make physics. They want to do
bruh,
Nothing's trying to do physics.
who the f is using up all these markers? this is good content, you know?
I think so.
Okay, we're using green.
Okay.
Green could be seen. I'm Dr. Seuss in the house.
I have to leave now.
When's the mixtape? This is a sign.
This is a sign that we should not be doing.
Classic quantum physics.
So originally I had an entire clip of me teaching Lois what imaginary numbers are, but then like I didn't even teach it properly and I found the clip to be too boring. I mean, this entire vlog is boring, but whatever. So what are imaginary numbers? Well, they aren't, okay? They're imaginary. Imaginary means they're not real, they're never real, they will never exist. They at least will never exist in my brain or in my life. I think you guys could guess how I did in this course. My memory is actually starting to blur about what actually happened on Wednesday. From what I gathered from these clips, I went to a class where they were teaching whatever witchcraft this is on the board. Like, I'm pretty sure if you wrote my lecture notes on a box, you could probably imprison some evil spirit in there for thousands of millions of years or something. Afterwards, me and my sister went to pick up my mom from the airport, who was greeted by a very happy dog. And that is all for Wednesday. I'm not 100% sure what happened on Thursday either, but I guess today started off with me making myself a huge breakfast, followed by me and Lois's quest to find her ice cream despite the fact that Canada was like negative 16 degrees Celsius outside. If you don't know how cold that is, it's cold. Well, technically it hits like negative 40 sometimes, but whatever.
You know, Lois, I never understood that portion of the building. Like, was it on purpose or did some engineer miscalculate? Lois, we walked for 10 minutes.
I think it's a pretty long trek with this kind of weather.
So we came here to buy Lois ice cream because it's not negative 14 degrees outside.
What should I get you?
Which one's the cheapest one? Well, that probably tastes like garbage, right?
Which one?
That one? It's $1.99.
While Lois was off finding her ice cream, I was getting quite intrigued by this toilet paper that the convenience store had to offer.
Like, they're so small, one wipe and they're gone. Like, that's the one that's supposed to, like, here, look at this Weenie Hut Jr.
And at last, Lois has acquired her ice cream.
Lois, why are you eating ice cream in this weather?
Because it won't melt.
Well, thank you to my two friends who maybe watched this vlog. This is my shortest vlog to date, so I guess that was the new milestone I have hit on this YouTube channel. Anyways, goodbye, I'm taking a nap.